It's lovely to celebrate the first full day of the 12th Heidelberg Laureate Forum here at the beautiful palace in Schwetzingen.
In today's vlog, we meet our first two laureates, Cerf and Leslie Lamport. As Vince says, the range of activities here at the HLF is truly kaleidoscopic, and we hear about some of them from mathematicians Ulrike Tillmann and Corinna Ulcigrai.
But first, let's go speed networking with some of the young researchers. We've just done the speed networking here at the first day of the HLF. Juniper, how did you enjoy the speed networking?
Oh, I mean, it was quite lovely. It's pretty funny. I actually ran into a couple people that I've already, spoken with. The great part of this event is you can run it, just talk to anybody around.
So in this 1 minute that you had during the speed networking to talk to other young researchers, what did you say about the kind of mathematics that you're interested in?
I'm interested in functional analysis, and I try to and I like vector measures, and I try to translate some results from functional analysis in the language of vector measures, and translating the results from one to the other.
So in delay differential equation, I give them that example like shower problem. So because it takes time when you open the tap or hot water, it takes time to get it to the tap. So this time we call it delay. So and then it oscillates until we get, we play with the tabs until we get the desired water. So this creates an oscillation.
It's only the first day of the HLF, the first proper day of the HLF. Is there already one thing that you know you're going to remember forever?
The spark session in the beginning of this day.
I'm here with Tom Crawford, who moderated the Spark session this morning. Tom, the Spark session is quite a different format to usual. What do you think brings it to life?
The fact that it's short. So the fact that the laureates have 10, 15 minutes max to try and get an idea across, I think it's a challenge for them, but I think that's part of the fun, and it helps them, I think, to clarify their thoughts, their message into something pretty succinct and pretty small that can then hopefully spark a conversation.
I'm here with Ulrike Tillmann, who's moderating the Kaleidoscope of Mathematics and Computer Science panel session tomorrow. Your session, the Kaleidoscope session, explores the multifaceted nature of maths and computer science, both in terms of the research but also in terms of careers. For the young researchers here, what's your advice when they're picking a career direction, a research direction?
I think from my point of view, it's always you should go for something that really grabs you, that you are interested in exploring, because it's something that you might be stuck with for life. But I think it's also you probably then also ask the right questions and will be driven to find the answers that are meaningful. So I think it's very much something you need to get excited about.
You're the director of the Isaac Newton Institute in Cambridge, which also is about bringing together different groups of researchers. As a mathematician, why do you think it's important to know about work going on beyond your immediate area?
There's so many different reasons why you need to know about work going on beyond. It's partially to enrich your own academic outlook. It's you are going to guide maybe later on other papers. You need to understand the context of your own research is extremely important. But in terms of the Newton Institute, what we're really trying to do is that often different subject areas come together, because it's actually not necessarily all that different either. Actually, there are overlapping research techniques or overlapping questions. Similar questions come up in different areas, and the exchange, and often it's literally translating words and concepts, is just so powerful, because suddenly the results from one area can be translated in another area. So I think that's absolutely important.
I'm now here with Corinna Ulcigrai, who is a professor of mathematics at the University of Zurich. You work in dynamical systems, and in the past I've really enjoyed writing about your work on mathematical billiards.
I did a fantastic job of it.
Why is this abstract form of billiards interesting? Why do people study it?
So, mathematical billiards are an important example for two reasons. First of all, they actually appear in applications. So, they can be used as models of many types of systems, from acoustics to optics, and also mathematical physical systems can be described through billiards. But most interestingly for me, I'm a pure mathematician, so I'm interested in the mechanisms behind chaos and chaotic features. And mathematical billiards, as a famous mathematician Anatole Katok once said, are the great playground for mathematicians who study dynamics, because they are a simple model in which you can already see and identify and explore many chaotic features.
Now, you said in the Kaleidoscope session that when you were at Princeton, Marianne was also there. And she's, of course, a Fields medalist, and she sadly passed away since then. And you said you found her very inspirational. In what way did she inspire you?
Now, first of all, I knew her personally, so she was just a few years older than me. So I was a young PhD student in Princeton when she was an assistant professor there. So I saw her really as a role model. And then, of course, she's done incredible mathematics, and one of her main results with Alice Eskin, known as magic wand theorem, because of the magic that it performs. It's something that I've used in my own research on mathematical billiards. So I also used her mathematics. I had a lot of personal discussions with her also about motherhood, being a mother and a mathematician at the same time, because she had a young daughter. Actually, she passed away when her daughter Anahita was only 5 years old. But in the years before, we had a lot of chats of how to be a mom and a mathematician, and she was also a mentor to me, also from this point of view.
I'm now here with two of the laureates, Cerf and Leslie Lamport. Leslie, you've produced a guide on how to give a talk at the HLF. What is the most important tip that you have for speakers in that guide?
I think the thing about keeping track of time, it seems to be that if you can't keep within the time that is allotted to you, it just seems like a sign of incompetence.
Now, you've both been coming to the HLF for a very long time now. Why do you think that everybody who's in maths or computer science should come to the HLF at least once?
I would come for two different reasons. The first one is to see old friends like Leslie, and the other one is to meet new friends in the form of students. And you would be surprised how much interaction happens after the forum is over. I usually carry about 200 business cards with me, and by the time I'm done, they're all gone. And the students often get in touch after the fact. And so for me, this is a continuation of a discussion. I always look forward to that.
For the young researchers, it's really, I think, to meet their peers, but peers from all over the world.
And could you each give me one of the most memorable interactions that you've had at an HLF?
It is a kaleidoscopic experience. I mean, that's a fair description of this, because you turn the crank and there's somebody else to talk to. The genuine part about it is that everyone that we talk to, that I've talked to anyway, is there because they wanted to be there. They tried very hard to get in, with the filters. This year, when one of the students now comes back as a laureate, that was especially cool and satisfying because it didn't take very long.
You talked about a kaleidoscopic experience, and now tomorrow there's a really important session on karaoke night. Do you have a favorite karaoke song?
Oh gosh. Well, first of all, you wouldn't want to hear me trying to render anything.
It's karaoke, anyone can sing.
Anybody can sing anything. Well, I like Gilbert and Sullivan, actually. When I was a lad, I served a term as office boy to the attorney's firm. I washed the windows and I scrubbed the floor and I polished up the handle on the big front door. And you don't want to listen to any more of that.
Oh, I'm going to hear that tomorrow night, I'm sure. Do you have
And he
a...
polished up the handle so carefully that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
We should do a duet.
There we go.
I can't believe it. As well as being laureates, Vinton and Leslie have such beautiful voices.
They do, and they can prove that tonight because we're now here at the Karaoke and Currywurst evening.
In the next vlog, we'll find out about the hot topic at this year's Heidelberg Laureate Forum, the AI revolution and its impact on maths and science.
But first, let's go grab the mic.